Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and we're here with another fragrance review. And today we're going to review a fragrance that was on the chopping block about a week ago, but then I gave it a couple more wears and it's going to be staying, and it's going to be Versace Eros Flame. Now, as you probably can tell, the best thing about this fragrance is this cool red bottle. I really like it. I like the Eros line in general. It's always done me really well, and I like the scent DNA. However, what I realized is I was reaching for not only the EDP, but the EDT of original Eros more than I was reaching for this. So I thought I should probably get rid of it. I don't want to just have stuff that I never use. It's not going to be on a list. However, before I got rid of it, I said, let me give it a couple more wearings and see what I really think. And here's what we're going to talk about. The difference between this and Eros. Okay, first let's start with that, because obviously the DNA is really similar. However, the opening of this, rather than having the apple and mint, you're gonna get a mandarin and a nice sharp citrusy pop. I feel like in warmer climates, I think that may be a little bit more ideal. I really like it more than I thought, because I was thinking, because I really like the mint in Eros, I feel like I really like the mint, and I love apple. Apple's one of my favorite notes. That's why I was kind of reaching for those more, but I can understand why people that live in warmer climates really prefer the Eros Flame over the original. I get it. I really like that citrusy pop. The lemon up top is actually pretty refreshing for the type of fragrance this is, and I actually like the combination of the rosemary with the mandarin and lemon. It comes out really nice, really fresh, and I think it blends really well with the vanilla and the tonka in this fragrance. More than I initially thought, because initially I was like, it's fine, it's really not that good. But the more I smelled that, the more I realized it is actually a really nice fragrance. And then the next thing is performance, because I don't think I realized the performance of this was so good. I wouldn't say fully nose blind to it, but I can smell it for probably the first couple of hours, and I think it projects pretty well for the first couple of hours. But what I realized is, I think like 2 or 3 hours after wearing it, someone said something at work about the fragrance, and 11 hours after wearing it, someone else said something about the fragrance, which at that point I didn't think it was even on, because yeah, I sprayed it on clothes, but I didn't think it was that strong. It is an EDP, so it makes sense that it's that strong. However, you guys know designers don't always have the best longevity or projection. But with this one, I'm going to go ahead and say it's definitely above average, and it's a really nice one. I think it smells really good. It's a good performer, a great performer, I would say. Although I didn't have any trouble with the EDT or the EDP of the original Eros. I know a lot of people complain about the EDT not performing that well. However, I think if you spray heavy enough, anything in the Eros line, whether it be this one, the original EDT, or the EDP, they all do pretty well in both projection and longevity. So let's move on to who can wear this. Eros, because of the nature of, basically it has the vanilla and the tonka and sweeter notes, citrusy notes. I would say anyone. However, if you don't like sweet fragrances, this probably is not going to be for you. I know a lot of people have tried every Eros and it doesn't come off mature enough, which I completely understand. I don't feel like this is too mature of a fragrance. This is a pretty sweet fragrance, and even though the citruses help it to be a little more fresh, it's not a fresh fragrance, it's a sweet fragrance. It's not gourmand or anything like that to me, but it definitely is pretty sweet, which sweet isn't always a bad thing. Sweet is pretty good. I mean, for certain scenarios you want sweet fragrances, but it just definitely needs to be someone who is okay with the original Eros DNA. Again, it's a little different because the mandarin kind of changes it a little bit, and the black pepper in here changes it a little bit. We didn't talk too much about the black pepper because it's not overly prominent, but it gives it a little pop of spice, which is actually really nice in this fragrance. When can you wear this? This is a club banger. I actually think that this would be the Eros that you would wear in maybe summer nights as a club banger versus the original Eros, because it is a little sweeter, the original, and this has at least the citrus that kind of helps balance it out for warmer weather. So for me, definitely a club banger. However, if you control your sprays, this and the original Eros and the Eros EDP, all good date night fragrances in my opinion. They've got the sweetness, they've got something that kind of draws people in. I think they're all pretty seductive in my opinion. I mean, even the bottle's pretty seductive. Look at it, guys. Look at that red bottle. Gold cap. Date night or club banger. I think both of those work really well with this. Maybe not so much of an office fragrance, but I feel like if you control your sprays and you work somewhere that people don't get too uptight about your fragrances, you could pull it off. Season-wise, I actually think that this would, again, be the spring and summertime club banger that you would use rather than using Eros, EDT, or EDP. Because it has those citruses. However, I honestly think you could use it year-round, and when it comes to fall and winter, I like wearing it during the day a lot, although I could also wear the EDT or the EDP during the day. I think it is a little bit more versatile. I think the citrus does kind of help when it comes to being more versatile than the EDT and the EDP. Although for me, I wear all of them whenever I want to. It is what it is. But I do think that this has some good versatility to what time of year you can wear it. I think you could pretty much wear it year round. The only time I wouldn't wear it is midsummer day, high heat. It's not gonna work out that well. It is too sweet for that in my opinion. You probably wanna go for a freshie. I mean, you do what you wanna do, but the people around you may complain a little bit. Okay, and then compliments. I did say that I got a couple compliments wearing this. A couple hours into work, someone said I smell good. And I've had compliments before wearing this, so it's not abnormal for me. Every time I've worn it, I've gotten compliments. And then again, 11 hours after wearing this, I got a compliment about how good I smelled. For me, if you're gonna get compliments like that 11 hours in, I can't get rid of it. That doesn't make any sense. Not a lot of fragrances are gonna get you to 11 hours and still get you compliments. That's a keeper in my book, and that's the reason I decided to go ahead and shoot this video. And somebody asked me about Flame, and I told them it was on the chopping block, but now I gotta come back and say, you know what, it's gonna be a keeper. I don't know, when I'm gonna reach for what, but I think in high heat, I probably would reach for this one over 9 p.m. By Afnan, over Eros EDT, Eros EDP, probably over a lot of other club bangers. Maybe Eau Electrique by Lana Ouidalome. Maybe, I don't feel like that one gets too cloying, but it is pretty sweet. Yeah, I'd probably reach for it over Eau Electrique if it was pretty hot. So this does have its place in my collection. I can't get rid of it if it's actually going to do something and do something a little bit different. Price wise, you can get a 100 ml tester. I got mine for around like $40, $45. That's pretty good, especially because Versace, almost all Versace's that I own are all compliment getters, and performance on them is actually all pretty good. So the price is right on these. I can't complain. It's a nice addition to my Versace collection. I have, obviously all the other Eros. I've got Dylan Blue, Porom, Eau Fraiche. All of them have done me really well. And this one is no different. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like this video if you like it. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop new videos. And obviously be subscribed to this channel. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!